Okay, sweetie, let's go. Oh, you really want to play with Doggy? Yeah, you feel so sad to leave Doggy. No! Sweetie, I see you're so frustrated. You're really mad at mommy. If you have done this and it doesn't work, it's probably because you're too focused on feelings when what your child needs is the next best step. So this child needs a way to move forward and she's very stuck. Okay, she doesn't want to transition. So sometimes we see this with kids who really struggle with transitions. Remember, there's a really high cognitive load for transitions. They're very hard on kids. And so they get stuck. And when you get into it deeply with them, with the feelings, it doesn't give them a way to move through. So focus instead on moving through and go for priming. So priming in this moment is something like, oh, first lunch, then park, or first jacket, then car. Okay, first we do speech, then we go to mommy's house. Whatever it is, give them a first then so there's a productive way to move through. If they're still struggling, you're going to have to break it down even further. First stand up, then walk to door. Some of you are going to say, but aren't I supposed to validate the feelings? And you really have to feel the moment. And oftentimes in these kinds of transition moments, what your child needs is to know how to move through, not to have their feelings validated. That's an adult perspective, the validation of the feelings that the child may need in other moments, but this isn't one of them. Let's try this again, and I'm just gonna focus on moving the child through. I don't want it. Oh, this is tricky. First, stand up. Then walk to car, get your hand on the small of their back and move them. Hey, first tutoring, then home. Oh, doggy time is all done. Next is park. Next is dinner. Next is whatever's next. If your child still struggles, you may need to layer extra supports. I would think about a board with like 3 pictures. First dog, then tutoring, then park. Or first teeth, then jammies, then bed. But it's super important to remember that your attunement to what your child needs to move forward is really, really critical, and it's not always feelings. There may be times that your child does need you to validate how they feel, and then I would start with sensations. But sometimes your child is just stuck and can't move forward, and in those moments, they just need the next best step. If my videos are helpful to you, please share them with at least 2 of your friends.